does it have to go back to the president for?
Yes, it has to go back to the president.
In that case, you said that it could be because of so many other reasons, like the mining scam and all those things, which forced them to pass the bill. But it could be that it is just a eyewash to the people, because now the assembly elections are approaching fast. Now, if the bill has to go to the president for his assent, it has to come back, then frame the rules and regulations.
Yes, and it must be notified also.
So that could take quite a few months or maybe a year or so. So by that time elections will be over, and I sincerely hope that it doesn't have the same fate as what happened in the past. Now, if the bill has to go to the president for his assent,
it would not have been passed, it would have been in the cold storage there itself. Therefore, you got to look at it positively and say, okay, one hurdle is over. Other things are mandatorily the same because there are some conflicts. Therefore, it has to go to the president. In the Karnataka Act also went to the president and came back. This also had earlier gone to the president and come back with 2 suggestions. And now those 2 suggestions from the president has been accepted and those provisions have been deleted. And well, it has to go through the process. When it will come, I don't know whether before the election or after the election, I don't know. Or maybe, as you suggested, it's only to a vote catching this thing. That, see, we have passed the bill. But I think it has to go through the procedure. The first step is to be passed in the assembly. They are passed in the assembly.
If Anna Hazare's suggestion is accepted, and Lok Ayukta would be appointed by the central government as a part of that bill.
Yes.
If yes, we also understand that some questionnaire was sent by the central government to different states,
yes,
asking the opinions of chief ministers.
Yes.
My question is, what was the majority opinion of the chief ministers? And last, when Anna Hazare said for fast, is it correct that the central government has accepted that yes, we will appoint such Lok Ayukta through that? The modalities are required to be worked out. And my last question, if that suggestion is accepted and if they appoint in the Jana Lokpal Vidhayak, then maybe we will get a Lok Ayukta for Goa, also a strong Lok Ayukta, if that bill is strong enough. But would such bill, would such a provision have to be ratified by all the state assemblies or 2/3 of the state assemblies? Would that be required, or passing of the Jana Lokpal in the parliament itself be sufficient to give us Lok Ayukta?
See, take for example the
Minister is required to consult the Chief Justice and leader of the opposition. Now suppose the leader of the opposition and the Chief Justice, they by a majority of 2 they select somebody. Would it be binding under the law?
It should be binding because otherwise
is it not required to be stated that it is binding on it? Because tomorrow you say I have consulted, now I will appoint whom I want. I have done consultation, but I will appoint.
Today, wherever the Lok Ayukta institution is there, they are only statutory. They are not constitutional institutions. The consequence is that the state which brings in the Lok Ayukta can dismiss the Lok Ayukta also, the institution itself. In Punjab it happened about 7 years back. When Chief Justice Sodhi was Lok Ayukta Punjab, he started an investigation against a minister. Very night by an ordinance, the Punjab Lok Ayukta institution was removed. But if it is a constitutional institution, it cannot be removed. Well, it is not necessary that the 50% of the state should ratify that bill, but it is necessary that you should consult the states, because it comes under the concurrent list. Once it comes under the concurrent list, in spite of the central law, state can pass its own law. All it has to do is ask the president's prior assent of the president. So there will be many such issues would arise. So if the states agree on that, and it will be much easier to pass a common Lok Ayukta Act for entire India, which will most probably incorporate some of the demands Anna Hazare has made. Anna Hazare has not been officially informed that such a thing will be done, but in the meeting where I was present also, they have said we have no objection for a centralized Lok Ayukta, but we will have to consult the states. At that point of time, some suggestion was made by Jan Lokpal team. Then you keep the Lokpal separate and proceed with the Lokpal. Because by the time these things come, you know, very often there will be another secret letter to a particular political party ruled state. Don't reply for next 1 year. So it will be kept in the cold storage. Even Lokpal will be kept in the cold storage, though it has been separated in that matter. But if a central act comes, I think it will be very good. Then again, don't be too sure that merely bringing an institution into existence ipso facto will make the institution strong. It depends upon who is occupying the chair. That's important.
And we see in Goa and everywhere, throughout their life, they are in the ruling party. So shouldn't we have something else like they should get only one term or something like that? Because here also we see same person is there from our childhood till now. We see the same person in the ruling party, same person as that minister. So don't you think so that we should bring some bill like this that each one will get maybe one term or maximum 2 terms?
It's a good suggestion because this is one profession where there is no retirement age. Only God can retire them. It will be very nice, but then look at the other side of it. Supposing a man is really working for the constituents. Therefore, everybody wants him. I am not. I agree with you. Maybe 2 terms is good enough. What the thing. But that will keep the good people out also. That's one way of looking at it and all. The other thing still worse is it's becoming hereditary. If a sitting candidate dies, the first choice is to the wife or to the son. So much so, it is now said, most of the elected people write their will and mention who it should go to the seat. I mean, that's the way it is. But what are we voters doing? We should throw them out.
Will you stand for elections ever?
Why? No. I know what that election will be. I know what politics is. That's why I'm not going near it. I'm only talking against it.
But then you're urging good people to go there.
Yeah. I'm urging because I cannot do it. But those who can afford it, those who can work, they must come.
What we should do for you to be elected person? What we should do?
Please request me not to stand.
In what way money factor can be tackled?
Sorry?
In the time of polling?
Sorry?
In what way the money factor
Look,
can be tackled?
I'll tell you. The one other suggestion is that
Upon only because of the access.
no election. The election funding should be done by the election commission only, not by the candidate. And how it will be controlled is, the election commission will make an assessment of the number of voters in the constituency, choose, fix the number of posters, number of campaigners, their expenditure, the petrol expenses for number of cars, which will be limited again. Then it will have its observers. If anybody is printing more than what has been printed by the election commission, he will be debarred from further, in that election this thing itself. If anybody is spending any money on his own other than the money given by the election commission, then he will be debarred. Similarly, using vehicles more than what has been provided for will be also a disqualification. It will be the thing. This is just an improvement. There could be many ways by which you can control. Instead of money transaction, it could be coupons also, which can be printed by the election commission. See, these are general ideas. We got to discuss this and so that today, as many agree, it is not an election expenditure. It's an investment. It's an investment. And when it's an investment, you want return. Therefore, we got to prevent what is supposed to be a public service from becoming a public business. That is why these ideas are being mooted out.